Good morning. Welcome to 5 Minutes with Farriba. When I record these 5-minute sessions, the purpose of these sessions are to give you, meaning teachers and students and me, just different tips that we can incorporate into our day so that we can thrive, not just survive, both in and out of the classroom. So with the new school year starting, things can kind of be hectic and we can sometimes feel overwhelmed. So this week, our 5 Minutes with Farriba is going to be about how to deal with feeling overwhelmed. What can we do to get out of that cycle? Sometimes when we feel overwhelmed, it's like getting on one of those hamster wheels and we're just stuck and we're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like even last week, I got my A days and B days mixed up, and I was just like, oh my gosh, how am I going to remember which class to go to which day? So, students, I know how you feel. Teachers, some of y'all have A day and B day outside your doors. That is such a good thing. But let's look at a few different affirmations or statements that we can internally say to ourselves to help get ourselves unstuck when we're feeling overwhelmed. One thing we can say is, oh my gosh, I screwed up. I made a mistake. What can I do differently next time? So instead of beating yourself up for going to the wrong class or doing something wrong, just learn from it and say, you know, what can I do next time differently so that I don't make that same mistake? Another one is, oh gosh, I feel nervous, but I'm going to take a breath and I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try it. That may be joining a club. It may be talking to somebody that you don't know. But when you're nervous and you're just like, just take a deep breath and just give it a try. One thing, like my mom used to always say to me, this too shall pass. Of course, whatever we're feeling is not going to last forever. So just tell yourself, I can get through this. And just repeat that to yourself over and over if you need to. Always, I can ask for help when I need it. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. We all need help at some point. Teachers are here, counselors are here, administration's here, your friends are here. So if you need help, ask somebody for help. Even slow progress is still progress. Um, Sometimes it's hard because we want to go from here to here just like that. But as long as we're making progress each day, just know you're taking one step closer. You're getting one step closer to your goal. So that can help you get unstuck from those overwhelming thoughts as I'm not getting anything done, I'm not getting anywhere. So progress is progress, even if it's slow. And finally, you can just tell yourself, I don't have to do it all. I can start with just one small thing. And sometimes we get so overwhelmed where we get paralyzed and we don't do anything. But if you just take that first step and start with one small thing, sometimes that can just be the grease that your wheel needs and to get you unstuck. Now that we've been through these different sentences that can help us get unstuck when we're paralyzed by overwhelm or just can't quite get where we need to be, let's take a few minutes and we'll do a little breathing activity that can help you focus on some of these sentences and maybe get yourself in a position where you're ready to make some forward movement instead of just staying on that hamster wheel of overwhelm. So if you want to join me, I invite you to join me. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, just look at the different sentences and just say them over in your mind, or just pick one and just say, I'm going to focus on this sentence this week to help myself get unstuck. So if you're going to join me for some breathing, I invite you to find a comfortable position in your seat. Sit up straight, ground your feet down through the floor, roll your shoulders down your back. You can just look down at your desk or at the floor, or you can close your eyes if that's comfortable. I invite you to place one hand on your heart and the other on top, and begin to connect to your heartbeat. Just notice your heart beating under your hand. Notice each inhale as it comes in through your nose, And each exhale as the air leaves your body. Don't change anything, just notice your heartbeat and your breath. And let's just take 3 deep breaths to calm our nervous system. Inhale through your nose, deep breath in, and exhale. Another deep breath in, and exhale. Last one. Biggest breath of the day. Deep breath in through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. If your eyes were closed, you can gently open them. Notice how your body feels after just taking 3 deep breaths to calm your system. And I hope y'all have a great day and that you'll come back next week for Wellness Wednesday. Well, thank you so much for joining me for 5 Minutes with Farriba on this Wellness Wednesday. I hope you have a great week, and I hope that you get out of that overwhelm and use some of those statements to help get yourself unstuck and go out and be productive this year.